I think we're so far past boring with this Chelsea team. I don't know what other words to use to describe how I feel no emotion when I watch this Chelsea team. It's not exciting. It's not surprising. It's not poor. It's not good. It's not. It just feels so soulless. It feels like there's no emotion in their football recently. I don't know what has happened. I don't know what has changed. I don't know if Enzo's losing the dressing room. I don't know what it is, but from what I saw from the Club World Cup and the beginning of the season, and the things that I saw against maybe Barcelona, the kind of performances that they put against Liverpool, I'm thinking to myself, this Chelsea team can challenge for this title. This Chelsea team can push Arsenal, can push Liverpool, right when Liverpool was still playing good. But recently, it's just kind of come back down to earth. Chelsea are performing like one of those teams one of those mid-table teams that overachieve in the first 2 months of the season and then just fall away. Chelsea are moving like Bournemouth. And this was a game of two teams that you just look at it and you just think, what are they doing? Like what do you expect from these teams? Where can they go from here? Bournemouth, you say, okay, great start to the season, you're gonna eventually fall off, but I didn't expect you to fall off like this. I didn't expect you to struggle. It was like a 1 win and 6 or whatever it is, 1 win and 5. I didn't expect you to struggle this badly. For Chelsea, it was, man, you put all the effort in against Arsenal. Okay, maybe it tired you out against Leeds. And then maybe Leeds tired you out even more. And then against Bournemouth, you look poor again. But look at that Chelsea front line. I look at Pedro Neto. I look at Garnacho. Cole Palmer. First of all, let's start with Cole Palmer. He's coming back from injury. Yes, we know the quality that Cole Palmer possesses, but it seemed like everything today was in slow motion. So many times he get the ball, Pedro Neto is out on the right, or Garnacho's out on the left, and it's just slow. Maybe it's overthinking, maybe it's overdoing, maybe it's you're not quite back in the flow of things. But Cole Palmer cannot be Chelsea's best player right now because he's still kind of getting back into the swing of things, and he eventually goes off. I think he goes straight down the tunnel. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if it's a re-aggravation of the injury. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's back on the pitch soon. But Cole Palmer can't be Chelsea's best player right now, as currently, his body is currently. He's not fully fit. So where are the guys going to step up? Liam Delap goes off injured with, I think, a shoulder injury dislocation. I don't know what it was, but hopefully he's back soon. But even if he's back soon, he looks so poor. He looks so out of his depth. He looks like this is so far out of his level that I'm shocked to even see the performances that he's dropping. He looks incredibly out of. It looks like a level too high for him. It looks like he should have just stayed, at the lower level. Maybe not going back down with Ipswich, but I don't know. Maybe going to a Leeds or going to just apply your trade there, prove it again for another season, and then maybe make that move to a top side. But he looks way out of his depth. He comes off. They bring in Margui, nothing from him again. And it's been nothing from him every time he plays for this Chelsea team. João Pedro then comes on, nothing from him as well. It's like all these attackers that Chelsea have, it's always nothing from all of them. Where is the guy that's going to step up? Where is the moment of quality from any one of these attackers? It's never anything. On the Bournemouth side of things, at least you saw a little bit more positivity from the likes of Semenyo, from Tavernier taking some shots. I think Jimenez on the right side was actually pretty good. Alex Scott in the midfield was exceptional. Alex Scott is a player that I really, really like. When he made that move and came over to Bournemouth, I said, this is a player that can really, really, really look good in this Bournemouth side. Maybe you pair him with a Tyler Adams, an aggressive, ball-winning kind of DM type of player. You can really see the best of Alex Scott. Today, Bournemouth were a little bit brave in the way they set up, right? Setting up with Scott and Tavernier in the midfield. Really no DMs. Really just Tavernier has been more of a 10 and a winger for most of his career. You're playing him as a 6'8", Scott as a 6'8" as well. And they actually looked good. Chelsea, yes, had possession. Chelsea will always have possession. but it was so aimless. It was nothing came of it. Bournemouth didn't really feel threatened. Chelsea didn't. I don't think Chelsea had a shot on target until the second half. They didn't have a single shot on target until the second half. But from Bournemouth, we saw Semenyo taking chances. We saw Tavernier taking chances. Clive generally poor, but for the most part, I saw Bournemouth's attackers taking chances, taking the game to Chelsea. But Chelsea, they played so reactionary. They played so like you didn't just lose to Leeds at the midweek. You just lost to Leeds. Come to Vitality Stadium and show something. Yes, you might be tired. Yes, but Enzo has rotated the squad. Brings back in Reece James. Brings back in Gusto. Brings back in Fofana. Starts Liam Delap. Arrests Ja Pedro. So you made some changes here. Kopama starts the game. You have your midfield pairing of Enzo and Reece James. You have enough to where you can say at least we put in a performance against this Bournemouth side that's been struggling. And that's the kind of performance this Chelsea team puts out. All that money spent, all the young talent and all the exciting, but I said it and I will continue to say it. So many of these Chelsea players are redundant in my opinion. Liam Delap and João Pedro, there's no gap between them. Gittins and Garnacho, there's really no gap between them. Pedro Neto, Esteval, there's not a big gap between them. All these attacking players are redundant. They wouldn't start for City, Arsenal, Liverpool, the best of them. And then the bench, the players that sub in for them, definitely won't start for these teams. You look at it, even Bournemouth, would any of these guys play over Semenyo? Would you rather these guys than Tavernier or Clivert, based on what we've seen from the last couple seasons? I'm not sure. So you have to ask yourself, where does this Chelsea team even go? Because you can say, okay, if our attack is struggling, maybe our defense would be a calling card. No, because look how Bournemouth tore Chelsea's defense apart at will at times in this game. Sanchez made some good saves, specifically from Semenyo, but it's just nothing. There's nothing in this Chelsea team that excites me and makes me think, okay, this is what they can hang their hat on. This is what will lead them to a title push. This is what will push them. Nothing at all. The attack is poor. The midfield, Caicedo not being there is going to be a struggle. Cole Palmer injured. I don't know. Enzo generally is poor when he plays in that pivot role. And then the defense, nothing. The Chelsea team, it was exciting. There's nothing they can hang their hat on as of right now, and it's so crazy how the narrative. I'm not gonna say that Chelsea are not gonna finish top four or. Because I think that's too reactionary. I think we have to maybe judge this Chelsea team when they have their actual full complement of, like, we haven't seen Enzo, Caicedo, and Palmer yet. Let's see what they look like with those three, fully fit and firing. But I don't even think it matters because that front line is so poor. It's so poor. Bring back Nico Jackson. At least he can do something for this Chelsea team. I think he can do more than the Lap or João Pedro are doing right now. And Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth might be a little disappointed to leave this game without a win. I think they can actually genuinely be a little disappointed because they played well enough, created well enough to where you could say, okay, maybe they should have won this game, especially at home. And they continue to kind of sink down the table. To be fair, they're only a win away from being top four or join top four again. So it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world, right? We didn't expect Bournemouth to be top four anyways. So as long as they finish 6 to 8, that's a success for them anyways. But this Chelsea team, Chelsea fans, what are Chelsea fans' thoughts on this team? Because when I watch this team, I don't feel anything. It feels numb. Is that how Chelsea fans feel watching this team? Because it's just generally poor. And where's the spark coming from? Who's gonna step up and be like, I'm the guy that's gonna lead this Chelsea attack? You look at all the other teams. Saka will lead the Arsenal attack. Holland, Turkey, Foden, they're starting to cook a little bit for Man City. I'm not gonna talk about Liverpool because it's poor. But look at Villa. Morgan Rogers is leading the attack. Tielemans is cooking in that midfield, controlling everything. But this Chelsea team, who is the guy? Who is the leader in that team to push results forward, to create things, to generate attacks, to generate goals? Who? It's supposed to be Cole Palmer, but he's injured. Probably injured again. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. This Chelsea team is just, it looks more disappointing as the weeks go on. And it's just, I don't understand the lack of consistency with this team. Yes, they might get results, but when I watch the games, it's just not consistent enough. Especially from the attack. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very, very soon. Peace out.